in a virtuous.
Yes, I am, Mr. Chairman. I'm really grateful for you recognizing me. I'm also grateful for the Secretary of Agriculture. He and I haven't agreed across the board on things, but he is such a man of civility and dignity, and I know he is open to all senators to engage in constructive dialogue, especially on things that we agree on in this country and need to move forward. So I just want to give him a tribute. I know these hearings aren't always easy, but he has been so accessible in having substantive conversations about issues that matter to millions of Americans, and worked very hard with me and others to find common ground. Today is a day that I just especially want to celebrate his dignity and civility and his willingness to roll up his sleeves and work with anybody. There are about 2.4 million farm workers in the United States. 3/4 of them are foreign born and half of them are undocumented. It's really undeniable that America relies very heavily on immigrants, documented and undocumented, to keep food on our tables. And from my vantage point, the issues have numerous implications. The sources of our food have humanitarian implications, economic health, and even has been discussed, national security. And so my first question is, Secretary Vilsack, what concerns you most right now about this labor crisis in the agricultural sector? What are some of the things I think that are sort of having you worried and concerned?
A couple of things, Senator. First of all, obviously always concerned about the safety and protection of workers to make sure that they are in safe and decent working conditions. But to the extent that we don't fix this particular broken system, it compromises the ability of us to continue to have this incredibly strong food and agriculture industry. It compromises our ability to have supply. It compromises our ability to have choice. It compromises our ability to have a less expensive food in the grocery store. It compromises our ability to have the jobs that are connected to these workers when they pick the fruit. It has to be processed. It has to be canned. It has to be transported. It has to be stored. It has to be shelved. All of those are jobs that are connected to their work. And so it has a rippling impact and effect on the economy. If we fix this system, then we have stability in that food and ag sector, which obviously provides enormous choice for consumers, less expensive food for consumers, and better jobs and better protections for workers.
Thank you, sir. I have a tremendous concern about the growing corporate consolidation in our food system. It's stunning now that about 4 companies control 90% of the global grain market, and the top 4 beef packers in the United States now control 85% of the beef market. We have seen the stunning disappearance of independent family farmers being driven out of business as the market power of these large multinational corporations have transformed American agriculture in a matter of decades. I just want you to know that this is an ongoing, I see as a crisis, and I'm wondering if you could just give, for the record, your opinion on what this market consolidation, the kind of impact it's having on small family farmers.
Senator, I don't know if you were with us earlier when I indicated that 89.6% of American farms today don't produce the majority of income for the farm families that operate them, which means that these people have to work 2 and 3 jobs to continue to do what they want to do and what they love to do. I think that's one of the reasons why the president signed the executive order on competition. It's one of the reasons why we recently announced utilizing some of the American Rescue Plan resources to expand processing capacity so that we have a more transparent, more competitive, and more open market for our producers. It's one of the reasons why the executive order also directs us to take a look at this issue of consolidation in the seed industry, which we intend to do. All of it's designed to provide opportunities for more competitive markets for farmers so they get better prices, and to make sure that the inputs that go into the production of crops and livestock are reasonably priced and are obtained in a competitive and open market way as well. That's my concern. We've got to make sure that folks at every level, we support diversity in agriculture, the size of operations, the producers, the method of production. I think diversity is a great strength, and we want to see our system stronger and more resilient.
Mr. Secretary, I thank you for your time. I'm going to end with a few seconds left and turn it back over to my friend and our chairman, Dick Durbin. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Booker. Senator Kennedy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.